respect is needed in any kind of form. That's what makes the weather warm. If not, there will be a storm, taking narrow-minded identities and leaving those who are colorblind on the side of prosperity to try to convince me that you're superior on the exterior. Think globally, not domestic. That's why you're in the same place, not progressive. Try to come aggressive, you'll be down. You think you're the main asset, just don't make a sound. If I had to choose a place to be born, I would choose the moon, cause it's out the earth. So stay alert and convert your mindset, you'll be better off. Guaranteed, it's an achievement you can do. Proceed and achieve, then succeed. Back in 1930s, it was like a chess game. When it finished, it was still replayed. Suddenly, that tradition stayed from 1930s up to swinging 60s, and there's some traces and we can't avoid them. It's not avoidable, nor portable, less affordable. Way to go. When people stare at you with their crooked eyes, they don't like lies. And anything that lies above their imagination, they cannot face their reality. They think their complexion is better, so the reflection will shatter. To society it won't matter unless they're getting entertained. Some can still be judgeable but restrained. You faint on the philosophical power crushed, and with the water you'll be flushed. There's a lot of space for you to run around. Much of the territory get locked in the laboratory and never see the sunlight. Why? You got to be so mean to other people. You got more enemies than your friends. You might wanna switch that. Attend the last point in abstract. There's plenty of resources that might be unlimited, restricted. We're so greedy but we throw away what's left over, so the other person won't get the pleasure. We act nice and kind, but in reality we want to slice everyone from behind. You want to aim high like an astronaut. The criticisms you get will be cold, making the surface slippery. It breaks. You can't get out what it takes. Raise the stakes. Face the mistakes.